Welcome to the Unstoppable Profit Podcast. This podcast will give independent insurance agents all of the tools to grow your business and live life on your terms. Wherever you are today, if you're starting with nothing or well on your way to the success you desire, with the right people, processes, and promotions in place, you will be unstoppable. And now I'd like to introduce your host, Mike Stromsoe.
Greetings and welcome to the next episode of the Unstoppable Profit Podcast. By the way, if you're watching this podcast, then you see I have a shirt on that says hashtag UPP Life. And I get a lot of questions. What is UPP Life? It's a way of life. It's a way of life where you've implemented excellent people, world-class processes and systems, and you're simply promoting the heck out of it in the way that we teach in the Unstoppable Profit Producer Program. And what's that result for you? It means that you've got peace of mind, knowing that you can have freedom whenever you want it or need it. It means your organization, you, an agency owner or leader, and your organization are dialed in. You have a plan. You have a vision, not only for the next quarter, for the next 1 year, for the next 3 years and beyond. You've got it all dialed in. Is it going to be perfect? No. But it's a way of life. And that's what we want for everybody that we're able to connect with. And thank you. Thank you for coming to this episode of the Unstoppable Profit Podcast. I am super pumped and excited today because we're going to talk about something very, very simple, which is how we try to keep it. The super complicated business plan. Ready? You're not going to want to miss this. Get clients, keep clients. That's it. That's all we need to do. Get clients and keep clients. And today we're going to talk about just one of them, the getting clients portion of business. It's not overly complex. It just takes great planning and focus and daily habits and knowing how to do it the right way. And I want to share with you part of doing it the right way that's really going to save you a lot of time and aggravation. If saving time and aggravation and the sales process is important to you or something you want to learn more about, then get something to write with and something to write on, because you don't want to think this, you want to ink this, you want to document it. Let's get ready. I am privileged and thankful and grateful to have over 35 years of experience as a 100% of the time proud independent insurance agent. And I want to share with you something that I learned over 20 years ago. And I will never forget the day that I learned this. I remember studying. It was an audio training at that point. Remember cassette tapes? That's what it was. It was a cassette tape. But I learned it. I implemented it, and it changed everything forever. Not only from a mindset standpoint, but in the way that I sold in the insurance agency business. And I learned it from a gentleman by the name of Jacques Worth. He said, American males, you have complete permission to call me Jack. And so from Jack Worth, I learned this. Jack Worth, who's actually now retired, he was the founder and past president of High Probability Selling. It was a sales consulting and training organization for salespeople. He observed hundreds of salespeople in his trainings in many different industries while they interacted with prospects and customers. And most importantly, he learned what the top 1% of the world's best salespeople, and I know that's you or it's going to be you. He learned what the top 1% of the world's best salespeople do that the other 99% do not do. And that's what he taught. And one of the things that I'm going to share with you today is a leading strategy in that realm. And simply, it's the art of disqualification. Yep, the art of disqualification. And we affectionately, in our circles, we call it the triple no-go. So simply, the better the question, the better the result. The better the question, the better the result. I have a list in front of me of 12 developed triple no-go questions to ask a prospect, because your goal is to get to the brass tacks as fast as possible as to whether you want to do business with the candidate or the prospect or not. Do you want to do business with them or not? If they are not within your ideal client avatar, you want to move them on as fast as you can, because there are millions of prospects out there in the world, millions of them. You don't need millions of them. You just need maybe a few thousand. And so you've just got to go through them and weed them out and only get to the cream of the crop that you want to do business with. That's why we've also developed the Sales Growth Accelerator for people that we work with. So you have the plan and everything else. But once you get that all together, you want to disqualify people as quickly as you can. So let me go through the top 12, and I'm just going to give you some examples on the podcast today of the top 12. And the number one is this. So imagine this or picture this. Remember, the mind works in images. Imagine this or picture this. Prospects calling in on the phone. Got it? Good. Okay. So I'm answering the phone. Okay. Hey, great to meet you, Joe. Thanks so much for contacting us today. Let me ask you a couple of questions to make best use of your time. I want to respect your time, and I know you don't have a lot of it. So let me ask you a couple of questions to make the best use of your time. And this is obviously after you get their phone number and maybe other contact information, just in case you get disconnected, right? Yeah, you never want to lose a prospect. So, Joe, why did you call us today? And that's what you do. You shut the heck up. All kinds of answers are going to come back. Why did you call us today? I'm not happy in my current situation. My agent's not calling me back. I'm not happy about the price. I had a bad claims experience, whatever. But open-ended question. Why did you call us today? Let them answer. Let them tell you why they called you today. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. Next question. Are you happy with your current agent? Again, shut up and let them answer. They're going to tell you, yeah, I'm happy with my current agent, but the price keeps going up, or I'm not happy with, some paperwork that I'm getting, or I'm happy with the agent, but I'm not happy with the situation. Fantastic. We're just trying to get to the truth. Joe, thank you. So how long have you been with your current agent or company? Oh, I've been with them for 20 years. That's good. That shows loyalty, right? Oh, I've only been with them less for a year. I shop hard every single year, and I'm always looking to save as much money as possible. So I change agents often. Well, that's information you need to know, right? The art of disqualification. Okay. And then you go right for the jugular. Number 4. So, Joe, are you price shopping today? Exactly. Shut the heck up. If they're price shopping, that may not be somebody that you want to do business with. And if they are, end the call. It's really that simple. There's millions of more prospects out there for you. Okay. Next, number 5. And this is where I originally ended up with 5. Okay. I've built onto that over the years, and I'm going to share those with you in just a moment. Okay. But number 5 is, so Joe, is your current agent a family member? Again, shut the heck up and let them answer. But the thought process here is this. If they say yes, you are not going to change their mind about doing business with you, and they are using you and using your time to leverage themselves to get a better rate. It's that simple. So if they're a family member, end the call or the session, period. Now, time to move on. Those are the first 5 questions in the art of disqualification. I've used them and I've used them and I've used them to weed out the tire kickers, if you will, and really get to the people in our ideal prospect avatar or ideal client avatar that we want to do business with, because there's millions of opportunities out there. Especially, I mean, if you've got a referral program as an example, and you've got 800 people, 800 clients, I should say. If you got 800 clients, they all know 100 other people, 100 other people that will come to your wedding or come to your funeral. That's 80,000 opportunities. What more is it that you want? You got this. All right. So those are the top 5 triple no-go disqualification questions. And I've developed some others over the years. I'm going to share those with you right now. A number of these are normally in more complex accounts, whether you're, for instance, if you're writing the entire personal lines account, or you have a commercial insurance account where you've got risk management included as well. Okay, so that's where these types of questions might come in so that you can learn more. You're just looking to learn, 1, to disqualify as quickly as you can, 2, on how you can better serve people in their insurance programs. So the next one is, what do you want your insurance program to accomplish? Now, that's kind of a deep thinking question, right? What do you want your insurance program to accomplish? Well, first, I would hope your prospect or your candidate would say something to the effect of, I want to make sure that our family is properly protected against financial risk. And I want to make sure that all that we've earned so far, our properties, our savings, our investments, et cetera, are financially protected against anything that might happen. That would be a great answer. Or over in the commercial insurance realm, what do you want your insurance program to accomplish? I want to make sure that our risks are protected. I want to make sure that our management of risks has a plan that's consistently implemented. I want you to partner with our company to make sure that we consistently implement that. I want us to have a team in place that will make sure it's taken care of. I've got other things to do in the running and leading of our business, and I don't have time to be concerned about this. That would be a good answer. What do you want your insurance program to accomplish? Number 7, can you locate your current insurance policies immediately? Can you locate your current insurance policies immediately? Now, nowadays, in today's world of technology, AI, and the such, that might not be as concerned as much anymore. Larger commercial or mid to larger commercial, yes. But our friends at companies such as Canopy Connect and others make that super, super easy for you. And I was just actually in a coaching session with an agent yesterday, and that agent said to me, Mike, my tech stack in combo with Canopy Connect has me completely dialed in, and we are virtually unstoppable because of the fact that we know exactly who we're going to go after. And if they don't come to the table with exactly what we ask for, we don't do business. We say we can't provide you a quote. We recommend you look somewhere else. They are that dialed in. Okay. And it's the answer to the question, can you locate your current insurance policies immediately? In that particular case, they use Canopy Connect for all of their personal lines prospecting, if you will, because they can get logged into their current insurance program and pull their deck pages immediately. So a great strategy. So they have made the highest and best use of their time, and they've got completely dialed in. Okay. Next question. Other than cost, what is most important to you when you think about your family's insurance protection? Or other than cost, what is most important to you when you think about your business's insurance protection? Great question, right? Ask them and shut the heck up, okay? And you can add on some sub questions once you get them to start talking. Is it protection from lawsuits? Catastrophic coverage for your home or your business buildings? Is it your claims being covered? So you're starting to dig into areas here that they might have pain. And the higher that pain meter on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most throbbing, intense, painful pain, the higher that number on the pain meter, the more your opportunity exists right now. And so that's what we're looking to get to. Other than cost, what's the most important thing to you when you think about your family's or your business's insurance protection. Again, what we're looking to do is get price off the table. You don't want to sell on price. You want to sell on protection and what you can bring to the table to properly protect them. Okay. Next, number 9. Have you had any claims problems with your current carriers in the last 5 years? Have you had any claims problems with your current carriers in the last 5 years? Again, you're looking to uncover how good a job their current provider is doing with regard to claims, which is the most important reason that we exist in the insurance business. Because, I mean, look, people don't want to talk about their insurance. They don't want to think about their insurance. They don't want to deal with their insurance. They certainly don't want to change their insurance, and they don't want to pay for it, and they certainly don't want to use it. But when they need it, it better be there. Okay. So great question, right? To uncover whether they've had any discomfort, if you will, with regard to claims in the last 5 years. Next, number 10. Overall, has your current insurance agency or provider, now you need to learn to shift here a little bit because provider might be a direct captive relationship as an example. Okay. Overall, has your current agency or provider lived up to your expectations of them? Another kind of open-ended question, but a good question to keep digging and uncovering where they're at. Okay. Has your current agency or carrier lived up to your expectations of them overall? Yes or no? We're looking to get them talking about their satisfaction with current relationship. And what I have found over the years, when I get the answers to these questions in conversation with the prospect, I know exactly my plan of attack. I know it exactly, or I know that I'm going to walk away because there's probably nothing that I can do unless they're willing to, say, sign a broker or record, if that makes sense. But it's early in that conversation so far. Okay. Next, number 11. How many, and this is an important one, and you may want to move this up the ladder. It's completely up to you. You handle it and manage it the way that works best for you. Okay. How many different agents are currently working on your insurance program? And in today's hard opportunity, that's an important question, right? Because there aren't too many carriers writing business right now. And if you've got them, good likelihood other agents that are out there writing business have the same carriers. So you want to get to this question maybe earlier nowadays. How many different agents are currently working on your insurance program? And if they say, I've got 5 or 6 agents working on it right now because I want to make sure I get the best deal, you likely want to say, Sam, that's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that you've been able to reach a number of agents in the marketplace. You're already in a good place, and there is likely nothing that we can do for you. But wait, I was recommended by my neighbor and another person that I know to be the best agent in the area. Sam, thank you so much for saying that. There is a way that we can do business, but it will take us doing some paperwork, and we may or may not be able to get it done by your renewal date. Thank you. I respect that. But I want to do what's in your best interest, Sam. So you got to, again, get back to the art of disqualification. The art of disqualification. Lastly, for today, Sam, thank you so much for sharing all the information and helping us get really, really clear on how we can best serve you. My last question for you in this initial conversation, Sam, what would it take for you to leave your current agent or carrier? If we can do everything that you've told us that you want done in your insurance program, if we can come to the table, protection and price and everything else, risk management, everything else you've asked, Sam, what would it take for you to leave your current agent or carrier? And is that something that you're willing to do? You got to get to the brass tacks. And if they're just using you or leveraging you in any way, then you likely want to make a sound business decision and walk away and move on to the next prospect. It's really that simple. I can't tell you how many thousands of hours this has saved me over the years. That's allowed me to work on high quality prospects instead of investing a lot of wasted time and dealing with tire kickers and people who aren't our ideal client, who are just trying to use us to get to a better price or whatever it is they're after, and who aren't willing to give us all of their policies. They just want us to shop one of their policies. The high performing, highly profitable independent insurance agency business is a business that has a plan, that knows what kind of accounts they want to write, that pursues the entire account, not monoline policies, and is niche driven where possible to make sure that they are writing consistently the same type of account with regard to classification of business, et cetera, so that expertise continues to get better all of the time. That's all we want for you, is to be able to build a phenomenal, incredible insurance agency business. And I hope this share today on the art of disqualification has helped you. And if it has, please leave us some comments in the comments below. I would love to read them. Or if you have any questions, same thing. Put it in the comments below. I would love to learn how we can serve you at a higher level. And if you need to stop this, if you're driving right now and need to go back and watch this, just simply go to YouTube. In the search box, type Unstoppable Profit Producer. When you get there, go to videos and you will see all of our podcasts and all of our money making strategy series, by the way, are all there for your ongoing learning and higher achievement opportunity. So if you need to go back and write down those 12 questions in the art of disqualification, please do so as quickly as you can. And I hope this has helped you today. And if this is your first time on the podcast, welcome. My name is Mike Stromsoe. I'm widely recognized as a leading author, speaker, and coach for the independent insurance agency business. You can learn more about everything that we do at unstoppableprofitproducer.com. If you're interested in attending one of our virtual or live events, you can learn more about our live events at beunstoppable.bootcamp.com, or our virtual events are at uppfaststart.com. All of our events are designed to share with you our best money-making strategies developed over 35 years of research as a 100% of the time proud independent insurance agent, and all designed to help you grow your business, create wealth, so you too can have more freedom to live life on your own terms. And please make sure that you subscribe to our podcast. Just go to unstoppableprofitpodcast.com. Go up to the top, click subscribe so you won't miss one valuable episode. And if you got great value out of this podcast, please share it with somebody else that you know, that you care about in the industry or outside the industry, because, you know, a lot of the things that we talk about here are business principles. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in. And we're available on all the channels out there: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, again, our YouTube channel, Amazon, and more. So it's really super easy to find us on the channel of your choice. And again, thank you for joining us today. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. And until then, get out there, make a difference, be unstoppable, leave no regrets. And it's not going to start by thinking about it. It's not going to happen by talking about it. Only action is going to get you to your next win or your next lesson. I'll see you in the next podcast.
Can't get enough of the Unstoppable Profit podcast? Come join our next live 3-day boot camp in warm, beautiful San Diego. Invest in your ticket today at beunstoppableBootcamp.com. That's beunstoppableBootcamp.com.